Just got the bat signal from Fanta. Here I come. Finally got Coach Scheyer to be interviewed, the hardest man to reach here at the Final Four. Coach, people say you're a young head coach, but you have more March Madness experience than probably people have in a lifetime. How is that your experience kind of changed from being a player to assistant coach to a head coach, and how can you use that?
Well, first of all, give me this for a second. All right, it's only been the entire year to get on the Duke Blue Planet episode with Neal Begovich. It's about time. I've been waiting. You haven't seen me. Every day in the locker room, I'm sitting over there waiting for you to call my name, and you never do.
So it's about watching film. I don't want to interrupt.
It's about time, but could not be more excited to be here with you guys and to be with you right now.
Here with Duke legend Grant Hill. Great to be with you. Appreciate the time. As kind of the godfather of the brotherhood, what does it feel like to see how far the program's come since your days, and talk about us coming this far this year to be the Final Four?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate you interviewing me, and you do a great job. I check you out all the time. But no, it's great. I mean, I think all of us who've been a part of this program, and some of us have been fortunate to win, but all of us, I think, just are really proud of the sustained success, and then, you know, obviously the succession and the transition from the Coach K era to the John Scheyer era. It's been seamless, and so there's a real sense of pride in that, and then just watching this group, watching you guys this season, how you play for one another. There's a real spirit, a real connection that you can see, and just how dominant you guys have been, you know, on defense, offense. It's been fun to watch. So you guys are making us all proud.
Oh, man, we're the lucky ones. All right, we're back here, round two, with a fantastic guest, the legend, John Fanta, now someone I can call a friend. What led us here from last weekend? What did we see from the Duke team to get us to the Final Four? And then most importantly, what do you think the key is for us to win the battle on Saturday night?
Well, on Saturday, in a battle between the nation's most efficient offense in the Blue Devils and the highest scoring offense in the Crimson Tide, Duke reminded America that they can defend too, and do it at a high level. Defense wins championships, and the ability of this team to get stops, to pressure the ball, to make it really hard on Mark Sears, who I know you and your teammates have the ultimate respect for, that's a championship effort. That's the pedigree of this program, is that you contain teams defensively with the way that you guard, and it's a collective effort. It's not just one or two players. I think everybody takes it personally, and it just goes back to the presence that you have. Khamed Malawach has turned into one of the best rim protectors in the country. Sion James is a bulldog who takes it upon himself to set the tone physically. Yep. Cooper Flagg's generational defensively. He's the best defensive prospect I've ever covered. Mm-hmm. And Khan can guard at a high level. He's only grown on that end. Tyrese Proctor, and so on and so on. This team has grown so much throughout the course of the season. And on that end of the floor, they're playing at such an elite level.
All right, we're live here, Final Four Media Day. One and only Sion James. Sion, you were telling me that you've been to some Final Fours before. I think you worked at one in New Orleans and maybe some other ones. So tell me about that experience, and then now how does it feel to be here actually playing now?
Well, first say it's so much better to be actually playing on the court than working it. Working it was cool, though, just being in the gym around the Final Four, around the best college babasketball in the country.
Yeah. What were you doing there specifically?
The first year I was a floater with the operations team, which meant I got to hang out. And then the next 2 years I was with some other student athletes, and we were just kind of seeing what happens around the Final Four with some of the different events.
Yeah. We're back at it again with the man. Final Four. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels great. It's been a crazy season, a long season, and this it now. We are the Final Four, and we went to New York, we played in Raleigh, and now finally we're in San Antonio.
Right where we're supposed to be, right? I'm live here with Seafish. Hey, we're staying right on the Riverwalk. Has Seafish thought about going for a swim?
Almost dove in it. No, I'm playing. It's nice, bro. I mean, it's a great experience. San Antonio, man. It just doesn't get any better than this, man. I'm enjoying every moment.
Yeah, we were at dinner the other night, and he's like, C. Foster just saying, man, I can't believe we're here. It's what it's all about. Dream come true, right?
For sure, man. I've been watching the Final Four ever since I grew up. Basketball fan, I know you watching it, man. I mean, it's a dream come true for sure, man.
There's nothing like it. When we won the Elite Eight game to go to the Final Four, as soon as we finished the handshake line, the first thing you said to me was like, we have so much more in us, which is just absolutely psycho that you can't even celebrate for 2 seconds. Where does that come from?
I mean, I think, Just comes from being competitive all year long, knowing, what this team is capable of, and knowing that, I didn't even think we gave them our best stuff in that game, and, so we had a lot left.
Yeah. Job's not finished, right?
Job's not finished.
Bro, what are you doing? Pat tried to ask me the capital of Pennsylvania. He didn't even know it. I was asking. I didn't know. Y'all know what it is? Harrisburg.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Pat didn't know.
I didn't know. That's why I asked.
All right, Pat.
Bro, are you
So
done?
keep walking. If you could be anyone on our team for a day, Pat, and be in their shoes, who would you pick? Serious answers only.
I want to be Spen Hub.
Why?
Like every time, like the crowd cheering his name, Spencer Hubbard. Like I just want to feel that for a day.
I'm sure it's a pretty special feeling.
Yeah, it is.
But if you could switch places with anyone on the team for a day and just live a day in the life in their shoes, who would you pick and why?
Come on, because I just wonder what the world looks like from up there. I just wonder how he's seeing things. What's he got going on?
And his level of joy, I feel like just being able to be that grateful all the time is special. If you could switch places with someone on our team for a day, who would you switch places with just to see what it's like?
Probably Patrick. I want to switch bodies with Patrick and see what he'd be thinking about at his free time.
Because what do you think he thinks about?
I don't know. That's why I want to switch up with him.
Question I've been asking guys: if you could switch places with anyone on our team for a day and live life in their shoes, who would you pick and why?
I think I would pick Pat. Just so much positivity, always making jokes. Everyone always laughing at him or with him. I'm not really sure which one. And then, just the way he's able to eat so much food. I would enjoy just eating that amount of food in one day.
He's eating right now.
He's eating right now.
If you could switch places with anyone on our team for a day and live a life in their shoes, just see what it's like, who are you picking and why?
Either Patrick, or on my fiver right here.
Those have been the most popular answers for sure. Why?
I mean, I feel like Spen Hub's just such a unique person. Just to see what goes on, his daily routine, his morning routine, and then Patrick. Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I think something that's been incredible about this team is we have so many guys that just step up when their number's called. I know this day and age it's hard to get guys to buy into their roles and stay ready. And how have you been able to do that as a leader and get these guys ready and see their progress from November all the way to now?
I have to give a lot of the credit to your teammates and to all of you guys, because I think the way that you guys lift each other up is incredible. It's as good as I've seen. I think it starts from day one in the preseason with guys understanding that, it's not always going to be your day. And so when you see mature responses, you can go down throughout the whole season. Isaiah coming in the Auburn game hadn't played. You see Pat coming in, in key moments. You see Caleb, the last couple of games, what he's done, and throughout the entire year. I could literally name every guy in the team who has stepped up in different moments, and that's special.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit how it's pretty cool having former players kind of be in charge of this program now with Scheyer and Sewell, J-Rod, Will Ave, just keeping it in the family and keeping, I guess, some of the traits you talked about of the way we play, I feel like embody what this program's been all about.
Yeah, I think that's what makes our program so unique is that, you have players who've been a part of it, who've played, who've worn the jersey, who've played in big moments, big stadiums, big championships, leading the program. And, years ago, I think Coach was always good, Coach K, of having former players on his staff. And I remember, Tommy Amaker and then Johnny Dawkins, Chris Collins, Steve Wojciechowski, Nate James, Jeff K, all these guys, and certainly John has carried on with that tradition, having, Sewell, Will Avery. And so just there's an understanding of what it means to be a Blue Devil, the pressure, the expectations, the standard. So I think it's a great thing for you guys, and certainly one of the differentiators, I think, for our program.
You had some high praise for Coach Scheyer this week. What do you think differentiates him and makes him so ready for this new era of college basketball?
Well, I just think that John is so dedicated and so committed, and so he is so real and authentic.
Genuine guy.
That translates to a locker room. That's how you build a program. That's how you win games. You know, when you're John Scheyer and you played for this program and you've been on staff with this program, it'd be very easy when you've accomplished a lot to become entitled. John is not that way. John's always searching for more.
Proactive, I would say, is a good word.
Always proactive. Yeah. Always thinking about how he can better Duke basketball. And that's why he was the perfect guy to take over for Mike Krzyzewski. And that's why, and I know Coach K believes that too, and that's why with this team, you know, it feels like with Coach that he hasn't lost his intensity from his playing days. He's as intense as ever, and he is special. By the way, I got to tell you, as we're talking about Coach, I would not do this for anybody but Neal. Neal texted me from the court. If you can see, I have a little perspiration, I think, right now. I sprinted from the court to get here in the back hallway in a full suit jacket.
Dedication, I appreciate.
You have to have mobility.
See, well, yesterday we were talking about there's nothing like the Final Four, huh?
Nothing like the Final Four.
We walked out there together yesterday when we saw the stadium for the first time. It never gets old.
Incredible. Sensational.
Phenomenal.
I know you've seen them TikToks too.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Carewell highlights, huh? You were getting that mid-range back in the day, huh?
Man, the midi was my thing, man. Begovich.
Hey,
the midi was
it's like a layup if you grind, right?
That's right. If you grind, it's like a layup.
What do you think you want people to know that's most about this team that maybe people from the outside don't see? What makes us so special?
The really thing is just how much fun we have together, and that, like, yes, we play basketball, yes, we're really good at it as a team, but there's a reason we're good at it. It's because we actually enjoy being around each other.
Yeah. I feel like we do a really incredible job, too, of, like, flipping the switch of, like, you know, messing around, having a good time, then when it's time to work, being able to just lock in. I haven't seen that in any other teams I've been on. What about you?
Yeah, the ability to flip the switch, one, is special, and two, just have, like, I wish people knew how, like, just funny and jokey and, like, not serious some of these guys are. It's awesome.
A bunch of little kids, as we always say. Right?
A bunch of little kids.
Yeah. And I've never met someone that listens to more music than you. Where did your love for music come from? And he listens to every type of music. Doesn't matter what it is.
I mean, it's just like, I just always loved music. I mean, I grew up listening to music, so I listened to a lot of music. Yeah. Even a while ago, I was listening to random music. It's not random music, it's J. Robbins' song.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin Cooper Flagg, AP Player of the Year, man.
The intelligent choice.
Bro, the intelligent choice, bro. He all, man. He does it all.
Speaking your announcer voice, especially saying Freak Brown, where did that start? And what is your favorite name to say on our team?
I mean, I just learned that, like, because I used to watch a lot of highlights, NBA highlights, and then I'd hear them announce the names and all that stuff. And that's where I got that from, man. Probably my favorite name to say is maybe Patrick's name or Malik and Continental.
Pat's right here. Say it.
I can't say it right now.
Come on.
I got to get hyped to say it.
For sure. I feel like people talk about how special our team is. What do you want people to know most about it? Like, it's hard to put into words sometimes, but there's definitely like a feeling around this group. You know, what do you want people to know about that?
Well, I think the fact that this group, from day one, really bought into being different. Yeah. You know, this group came together in a different way. I think we've done some different things in practice. You know, you think you guys, the way we play as a team is different. And so embracing that, and then the fact that it's so hard to be in the moment now. Yeah. You know, it's so easy to think about what's ahead, what's behind. And this group truly has been in the moment, always. And I want the same thing, the rest of this trip. Yeah. But for our Duke fans and for everybody that follows us, just to cherish the fact that this group has really been fully embedded in what's happening in the moment.
For sure. I feel like that's rare. Sewell tells me stories all the time just about the talent of those Duke teams, how like at every position there was so many great players, but everyone was pretty selfless and like wanting the team to do the best. I feel like we've done a great job this year having 10, 11 guys that are fantastic players and willing to just do whatever's asked of them. Can you talk about what that was like during your time and then what you've seen from our team? Everyone just kind of buying into their role, and all that matters is the success of the team at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, just from my own personal standpoint, when I see this team, it reminds me of our 92 team. We were good. We knew we were good. But we just absolutely enjoyed playing with one another. And no one cared about their individual accomplishments or numbers. we had Christian Laettner, who was National Player of the Year, and he got more excited for anything I did, dunks or just like it was just about winning.
Yeah, and that's rare. That's rare these days, especially.
Especially, yeah. So I see, we got after it on the defensive end. This team is elite when it comes to defense. And there was a, I don't want to say a swag, but there was a confidence and knowing that collectively we can beat anyone. And so I see a lot of the sort of the same similarities and hopefully the same result.
I hope so. Cooper, AP Player of the Year. Yeah. What's it like to coach him every day? And obviously you got all proud of him, huh?
Really proud of his development. The one thing we were talking about as a staff, we're proud that he got the AP Player of the Year, but he got better.
For sure.
He improved. If you look at his averages, and he's really turned 18, it
was over.
It's over. But I give credit to all you guys as well because the work behind the scenes got him better as well.
Sure, but I feel like it's so unique though how like eager he is to learn, how humble he is. Right, he's the best player in the country, but every day he's coming to UCL and being like, how can I get better? What do I need to work on? Right, that's pretty rare. Huh?
It's really rare because but the following his ego could get inflated. But he's so humble. It's been an honor and privilege to coach him, man. It's just it's a blessing. A once-in-a-lifetime player, man, but what makes him a once-in-a-lifetime player is that he's eager to learn, always wants to work. Even if he might not believe what you're saying, he shakes and say, I got you, coach.
And that's what makes him special, man. I feel like you really appreciate food, man.
Yeah.
Come on, loves his French toast in the morning. What's your routine with putting syrup on the French toast every morning?
Oh, yeah, it's a crazy routine. I mean, I can't explain it. I can only show y'all. Yeah,
well, you flip over every single one, syrup on both sides.
Yeah, both sides, and then flip until all of them have syrup on it.
What's the favorite food you've had all year, like on all of our team dinners and meals?
Probably lasagna.
That's your favorite food, lasagna?
Yeah, lasagna. Lasagna is the best, and then I like it when we have quesadillas, like the snack at night, and then we have quesadillas.
We're never gonna lose when we get the quesadilla station the night before the game, right?
We're never
gonna lose.
Never.
Yeah, we're on the move on the golf cart. Yeah, heading to the Cooper's AP Player of the Year award press conference. Got to go there and support them all. So the Alamo Dome is huge, so we're all have to take golf carts to get over there in time. We have a wild Tyrese Proctor. Get on the bike, Tyrese. Get on the bike. Tyrese Proctor, TP5.
Are we getting an interview right?
Yeah, we are. Reese. I mean,
up,
from last year's heartbreaking Elite Eight to be in the Final Four, man, I feel like you've grown so much. How much does it mean to you, though? Seriously, though, to be here.
Appreciate you.
No, to be here and.
Nah, for real, yeah. I mean, it means a lot. You obviously, it was a bad ending to the year last year, and I think just all the hard work that we all put in as a
motivation
collective.
for us. I feel like. Yeah.
I mean, for sure. And it's a pretty cool feeling just walking out there on the court. Even yesterday, just seeing the empty seats and stuff, it just gets you excited.
I feel like whenever you shoot the ball these days, I think it's going in. Like what's gone into your, what's in your mind when you're shooting the ball? You have so much confidence. I feel like the rim looks massive to you.
I mean, just playing confident, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, once you see a couple go in, like you said, it's just reps at that point. You just gotta
trust your work, right?
Yeah, trust your work.
Yeah. Look at that man go. I'm getting goosebumps already, man. He hasn't even got the award yet.
John Scheyer and Cooper Flagg right now.
Said, what did they make us say yesterday when we did the little intro video? They said, we are
Duke.
Duke. See what?
Since 1961, the recipient of this award.
I wonder who's going to win.
The same panel.
I got a question here. Cooper, how are you feeling right now? Go right ahead, Cooper. Look who just showed up right here. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Fanta. How we doing? AP Player of the Year, Cooper Flagg. Huh? He deserves it.
Best player on the planet, man. He's an absolute superstar. Generational. Just historic what this kid's done.
We're lucky to be here and win this at all, that's for sure.
Back on the left, tall gentleman.
Yeah, Cooper, Neal Begovich, Duke wins basketball. I got a question for you. When you were growing up, did you ever think you'd have such an incredible team and staff behind you when you got to college?
No, I mean, could have never imagined, such an incredible group of, people and guys to, share a year with. It's been an incredible year and an incredible group to be around every day. So, no, I couldn't have imagined it.
I'm giving him a 9.3 out of 10 performance right there. Impromptu, no time to prep. I have a curious question for you. Before the games, you never see head coaches out and about. Like assistant coaches are doing workouts pregame. What's your routine behind the scenes before the game, getting ready?
Yeah, so for me, it's really a time just to make sure that I'm, looking over final notes and all the final reminders I want to make sure I hit on with you guys. But really, it's I breathe. Yep. I get in a mode where I'm ready to compete with you guys, and I know Con and you guys like to give me crap about being ready to go with you guys, but that's what I'm doing.
It's real, though.
No, of course it's real, and I'm getting ready to go. Are you going to ask me to imitate any of our guys?
No, yeah. This is the next question, though. Is people made some impressions of you. What do you think about those guys giving you a hard time?
I thought they were pretty good, actually.
Yeah, pretty accurate,
I couldn't actually fight it or hate it at all. It was it was spot on as far as I'm concerned.
John, I've been around the sport now 6 years. You've been covering the sport for a while.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen the top tier of college basketball, the play really improve, and you're seeing that by the numbers. The most efficient Ken Palm teams are here.
Yes.
What do you think has led to that? And people are angry about not a lot of upsets or whatever, but the quality of the games has been incredible. So what do you think has led to that? And it's definitely great for the sport, right?
Look, we all love Cinderella's carriage. I believe that Cinderella's carriage is just getting some gas in the tank at BP.
A little pit stop.
A little pit stop, and she'll be back. The slipper will be worn again. These have been the 4 best teams all year. Coach Sampson at Houston said it. He said, you know what, the 5th team, I don't care who they are, they don't belong here. These 4 teams do. Everybody, you respect your opponent. You respect the other 3 here. That's how you guys are wired. Everybody deserves to be here because these have been the 4 heavyweights. This is a clash of the titans, America. This is what college basketball is all about, Neal. Any of the 4 can win it. I know who you want to win it. I know what the Blue Devils' goal is. But all 4 of these teams, it's basketball. You play for the love of the game.
Absolutely.
You play for the name on the front of your jersey. This is the beauty of the sport. We get 4 1 seeds. We get to go out on the court and decide it. And it's only the 2nd time in the history of the NCAA tournament and the 1st time since 2008. The last time that happened, you're talking about Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, and Mario Chalmers, 20 NBA players.
It's great.
You join that class. Yeah. That is special.
The white mic clip went viral with Pat Bev. Did you pay him anything to say that for you? And is it really true? I've been hearing stories, though, about those Glenbrook North days. Was it really true?
I'm not going to disclose how much I paid Pat Bev. That's not appropriate to share. But I will say I'm proud of my Chicago playing days. And had some battles against a lot of great players that came through. Last high school game I ever played was against D. Rose and a lot of really good players during that time. So just to be, again, the white mic thing, let's put that aside for a second, just to be acknowledged with some of the great players that have come off Chicago means a lot.
It's well deserved. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Neal.
No, appreciate it.